This story came out like 2 days ago or early yesterday, and the defense all day yesterday was this was like a setup. He was entrapped by the FBI. Okay. He wasn't, but that's a whole different thing. But then today they changed their mind and say actually he didn't take the money. They offered it to him, but he didn't take it.
This investigation was initiated when Joe Biden was the president, and it was that FBI.
Yeah.
But Tom Homan at that time was what? He worked.
Fox News commentator.
How the fuck was he securing government? Was it like when we win and I get that job, I'll do? Okay, gotcha. Okay, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the thing, though. Tom Homan was not the subject of the investigation. He was drawn into the FBI case after a target of the investigation suggested in 2023 on his own initiative that a $1 million payment to Homan could lead to lucrative federal contracts for border security work. So the person the FBI is actually chasing, they're just talking to the guy, and he goes, "You know who'd love to get a bribe? Tom Homan."
Yeah. Yeah, we're like heading back to like, mob run labor union type shit from like the Prohibition era and that sort of thing, but with like at the highest reaches of government engaged in it. I'm sure that there's been some of that going on for a long time, but it was always like if you got caught, it would be bad, but now they've just made it like fine to do.
Yeah. I read a story this morning that like when Trump took office, there were 36 prosecutors working in the public corruption unit, public integrity unit, and now it's down to 2. And I imagine what they do all day is like play cards.
Right.
Here's the kicker to this, though. Even no matter whether or not they ever investigate and get around to prosecuting for any sort of corruption, which they're not going to because we don't live in that world anymore, he still needs a pardon because a Democratic congressman named James Traficant ended up going to prison back in, I think, the 90s because he got bribed. They didn't necessarily get him on the bribery, but he did not declare the bribe on his taxes. So that's Tom Homan goes back and declares the bribe on his taxes. He can still get arrested later for tax fraud. So what the fuck?
It's always the tax stuff. It seems like that's how they get you at the end of the day.